Dear Amy, the shoes look amazing. They are so cool. I'm sorry, I saw them and I was like, yes, yes. Actually made when I was small, when I was younger. I had this little cabinet, and it was just white, and I thought it was very boring and plain. So I took some of my old magazines, I think, and I basically just covered it in that, like in the same way you probably cover those shoes. I did that with my cabinet, and I'm still very proud of that. I don't actually like the things on it anymore, but I just like the fact that I did it. And it's just nice to be frobling, doing some craftsy stuff sometimes, right? I myself am also working on a crafts project right now. I am working on making the perks for the crowdfunding now, which is this tiny little thing. It's not done yet, but this is going to be the MQN logo, and it's going to be put on to headbands, and that's going to be sent off to people who ordered those. And I sort of think I have to get them done in a few... Well, I have to get them done in 14 days pretty much. So that's going to be actually less. Okay, so I'm going to be working on that all weekend, and tomorrow I am actually going to be working on, I think you called it a thesis project, and I like that term, so I'm just going to roll with that. That's what I'm doing. And I have to film for that because we are like at the final stages, and it's so exciting. Tomorrow we will be filming with some third years from high school, so they will be around 13, 14, 15 years old, and we will be asking them questions, and it's going to be a really tight schedule, and it's going to be really heavy, but I'm so looking forward to it. And it's like everything has been building up to this moment, and I'm so excited to be doing it. I also did both the interviews, and I think I already talked about the one with the feminism, which is actually like for a photo book. So they took a lot of pictures of me, which is always nice, because other people just tend to be able to make you look better than you actually do for some reason. Still have to get back to the girl who took those to actually get them, because she promised me that I would be able to use them anywhere I wanted. And I also heard back from the veganism interview, so I got a free cup of tea out of that, and it was really short and really easy actually. And I really liked doing it because I thought it was not going to happen anymore, and I was sort of excited for it, so I'm really happy that worked out in the end, and I'm very excited to see the results of both things. And as well as my own results, of course. And from tomorrow on I won't be able to use this camera for a while, I'm guessing, because tomorrow I'm going to be filming. I'm completely going to be filling up this camera with all the material, and I hope my computer won't die. I might have to delete some stuff just to be safe before I actually import it to my computer, but we're going to see about that later. And I hope everything will work out, but I'm pretty sure it will, because I am positive and it's gonna be fine. Everything has been fine so far, so yeah, we're just gonna have to trust on that. The internship I did was with both a paper and a magazine. I had 3 days at a sort of local paper that is read, well, it's very well read. It's a local paper about Amsterdam, and I was there for 3 days, and I contacted them myself to see if I could intern there. We had our own choice, and most people actually work with having connections from their parents or stuff like that, because you're not allowed to work with your parents, but you're allowed, of course, to have help from them to get that place. But I actually just contacted them and asked if I could do an internship with them, so that worked out. As well as for Marie Claire, which is I think is a magazine that you also have in the UK, but you might pronounce it differently. But I had an internship there for 1 day at the photo department, 3 days at the paper, and at the paper I just went with the reporters a few times. So I went to see some refugees that have actually been here for a few years. Not the refugees coming from Syria right now, but refugees from Ethiopia and Eritrea, if I remember correctly. And they have been here for a really long time, but they have been denied. They are not allowed to stay here, but they're still here because they don't want or claim they can't go back. So I went there to see them. I went to the courthouse to see a case well, it wasn't actually like the solving of the case, like it wasn't the jury judge thing, but it was a pro forma case, and I went to one of those, which was nice because I don't think I'll ever be in a courthouse after that day again, because I don't want to go to jail anytime soon, and I also don't want to be a lawyer. So that was really nice. And I also went to a sort of cafe that has been sort of a nomad thing for a few years and is now sort of staying in one place for the upcoming 18 years, I don't know, a really long time at the very least. And we went to see how things were going because they were building up their new location and stuff like that. And we also had a good tea there, and it looked really pretty, and it was just nice because it was a bit out of town, so I got some fresh air as well, and it was just nice to see that. So basically with the paper I did all sorts of fun stuff, and with the photo department of the Marie Claire I just sat around and saw what it was like at, yeah. But I also made a blog post about internships the other day, actually yesterday, today, I don't know. I will link that in the description with a few tips on how to make the most out of your internship, especially if you have a short one, because I never did a long one, but I might in the future, I don't know. Depends on my studies. Which is another thing. I am going to Maastricht University this weekend, and I'm sort of scared, but I'm also very excited. Because I'm just gonna have a look if there's anything for me there. I would prefer to go study abroad, for example in Scotland, because it's actually quite cheap for European students to study in Scotland, so I might go there if I find a study that I like and if I am like accepted, but that will be next year because I'm taking a gap year after this year, and first I have to graduate, of course. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend alongside doing that craft thing for the headbands. Other than that, I don't think I have much to tell. I have just been in school and doing my thesis project, and that's mostly it, really. I have to start preparing for my first exam week for this year. I will only have 5 exams, so that's really great because I don't have to worry that much. And tomorrow I will be going to see Spectre with a friend that I also saw Skyfall with 3 years ago. I can't believe it took them so long to make another movie, but that's another issue. But I'm gonna see Spectre with a friend, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. Then I have a week more of school, and then after that I have my test weeks, 2 weeks of that for a week and a half. So I have 2 tests on Monday, which is English and Latin, and then on Tuesday I have geography. Then I have 2 days off, and then on Friday I have econ, and on Tuesday I have maths. So not necessarily the easiest test, but also not the hardest, and I think I'll be fine. I'm not that worried, which is probably worrisome, but I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm kind of have faith in myself, which is good. So we'll see how that goes. And tonight I'm gonna be getting ready to do the filming stuff tomorrow, and I will see you soon. Bye!